got it up over the 40 to the 41. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And now what they want to see here, he's still down on the field. Obviously such an important part of their passing game, and the training staff, they're going to have to attend to it. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
And he's brought down. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Come on, let's go. 38.
They give to Elliott. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Let's go. 1-9. Flex round. Flex round. Go. Ohio.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
Come on, let's go. Ohio. Flex round. Ohio.
They'll set up a throw. And this is incomplete. You know, partner, 2 weeks ago before the season started, we made our Super Bowl predictions, and I can't even remember who you took. Who'd you take?
I took Green Bay and New England. I went on a limb.
You're looking good.
Listen,
Yeah,
I went on the strongest limb I could find, and right now New England off to a 2-0 start. Who knows?
I went on an equally safe limb. I went Steelers over the Panthers. Panthers with that week 1 loss, but Big Ben and company 2-0.
But they only lost to the defending Super Bowl champs.
That's acceptable on the road. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And his pass incomplete. The tight end, Ed Dixon, was the target. And they're going to face a third down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game. And I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
Stewart is the lone setback. 3rd and 2, Newton. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Now Graham Gano to try the Panther field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Gano is going to miss this one left. Oh, it's no good for Gano. And this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to put through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Another pistol look here. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw here. He's got a man. It's Williams. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
Here's Prescott. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless 1st half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his man. It's Williams. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And those 1st downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
They come out here in the eye. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dez Bryant from 13 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Penalty marker is down here. And, oh, he kicked it out of bounds. That's a big penalty.
And this is where the rest of the team turns and stares at the kicker and says, you have one job. Execute it.
They go play action here on first down. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Ryan Davis, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On second down, here's Newton. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time, Newton to Benjamin. 52 yards. That 6'5" Kelvin Benjamin is so hard for defenses to deal with.
When you open up the dictionary and you look at that NFL definition of uncovering, you find Kelvin Benjamin, just what you talked about. His size, his catch radius, where you can put the ball almost anywhere, you can go up and get it. Remember how they won a national championship when he was at Florida State? Late game drive, put it way up there on the top shelf, and Kelvin Benjamin got it.
They come up in an offset eye. 2nd and 10, Newton again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this from 34. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left to the upright. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's a 2nd missed field goal here in this first half. He'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time for a little soul-searching as well. Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens because you wonder if this will affect the 4th down decision-making going forward. If you get 4th and 3, 4th and 4, situations that used to be calls for the kicker might get a second thought.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down, 4 down. Check, 4 down, 4 down.
One man on the backfield, Elliott. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to air one out. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, Well, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're...
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off by Barry Church. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that. And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on third down.
5 defensive backs. Now Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The man with over 1,000 catches, Jason Witten, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep for the Panthers, Ted Ginn. And how about this, a fake? But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. And the Panthers coming out now. And likely just out of field goal range. Could be Hail Mary time.
And haven't we seen in recent years that the Hail Mary seems to be more successful in the NFL than before?
Absolutely we have. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going for the deep ball. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
A final shot before the break. Newton. He's going to try and go deep again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding the clock.
And he's brought down after a good gain. Give him 27 yards that time. And the Cowboys are going to get a first down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that second attempt. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They come up in an offset eye. On second down, Elliott. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
3 down. Let's go. What? 90.
Here's Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Now back to the ground with Elliott. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38.
Now back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it'll be 3rd down.
So many components go into a well-executed screen pass. You've got to sell. Offensive line's got to sell like they've missed blocks, and then they move out, and they're out in front of the running back. He's got to sell that he's trying to block, and then he slips out into the route. The quarterback has to sell that maybe he's trying to throw it downfield. Instead, he slips it off to a running back, and when you get one set perfectly, you have to catch the ball, and that didn't happen on that play.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Let's go.
Back to throw. And here's the first NFL reception for the rookie Ezekiel Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Second and goal from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Stewart is the lone setback. Newton to throw. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I think what we've witnessed here in this game is some really good defensive strategy trying to take away Greg Olsen from Cam Newton.
Yeah, I mean, when they connect for the first time in the third quarter, that's an issue for the Panthers.
Now they've got to connect a lot because their team is losing. They're going to try and get back in it right now.
They'll try and run with their fullback. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Back now in Arlington. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. They come out here in the eye. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown. But when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Funches with a catch over the middle. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get the 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Get it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. That's a really fine play there because anytime you see a comeback route, that means you cannot just stay in one spot and make a play on the ball. You've got to move your feet and move with the receiver, and that's exactly what he did.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Newton turns and hands to Stewart. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Newton on 3rd down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your...
And he's going to bowl his way in for a Panther score. Jonathan Stewart, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play here for Dallas. 57 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Stewart is the lone setback. Here's Newton now on second down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
When a ball's tipped in the air and falls incomplete, sometimes it's almost insignificant, but not in this game because 3 interceptions have already been thrown. So when this one got tipped in the air, you just had to wonder, could this be the 4th? Instead, it falls incomplete, and the guys on offense breathe a sigh of relief.
They come up in an offset eye. Now it's Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened.
And this situation is really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Here's Prescott. And no, it's incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Panthers are going to win the football game. Carolina getting set to take the field. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation. Late games.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the safety, Kurt Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And he took the ball off course.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. He'll look to throw. In trouble, and the ball's out. And the defense has got it. And this is recovered in the end zone for a touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Here's Bailey now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Recovered it. Yes, Cowboy football. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
Come on, let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
One man in the backfield, Elliott. Now Prescott out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his third pick of the game. Instead, it's third down. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now.
Here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got time. He's going to take another. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Trey Boston. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Carolina getting set to take the field. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now a first down following that long gain. Stewart is the lone setback. They go play action here on first down. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that play was what every defense is wary of. The big strike attempted downfield, but they were in excellent position. They didn't get fooled, and while he didn't come up with the interception, was able to bat the ball down.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. But I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down, 4 down. Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And got his man complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Bailey now for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. And, you know, winning is good for all the obvious reasons. But if for nothing else, it makes tomorrow's film session a little more palatable, doesn't it?
Oh, indeed it does. Sometimes it helps you in the grading because the coaches will look at it, and if it's a borderline play for you, if you won the game, you might get a plus in your column instead of a minus.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.